talk about apartheid, Israel and Palestine, not apartheid in South Africa, but it's so similar. That's why it's still called apartheid. Now, apartheid is an Afrikaans word that was made way back when the white minority took over the majority black South Africa, and apartheid was to keep protected the minority white so that they could rule over the majority black populace. Now, thank God that's not a thing anymore, but it was for a long time. And even in America, we had, slavery and everything that came with that, Jim Crow South. Horrible times. I definitely don't agree with any of that, and I feel strongly about that. Now, when that comes to Palestine, Israel, apartheid is very much a thing there. And now, for example, did you know that in the West Bank and in Israel proper, there are superhighways? And, they're like what we have in America. However, in Palestine, West Bank, and Israel, only Jews are allowed to use the superhighways. That's insane. Never in America had we had superhighways that only white people could use. And even never in apartheid South Africa did they have that. But in modern day Israel and West Bank, Palestine, they have highways that only Jews, white Jews, Arabic Jews, only they can use these superhighways. And that's horrible. That's not right. And then if we look at that situation on a bigger scale, with the apartheid that's happening in the West Bank, for example, they block Palestinians from being able to move easily and freely between their own towns that have been there forever, since before Israel was even Israel. And another example, so the towns that were there before Israel was Israel have stayed the exact same size. They haven't been able to grow, they haven't been able to prosper. However, the Israeli towns that were made after 1967, I believe, I might have that date wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's that, where there are 700 plus new Israeli towns made after 1967, and they are able to grow. Sorry, you might hear my son in the background. And they are able to grow. However, the Palestinian towns that are less than 150, maybe less than 160, have not been able to grow at all and are exactly the same as they were before 1967. Again, that is a condition that was not seen in America's slavery times or in South Africa apartheid. But in modern day Israel, it's okay. In modern day Palestine territory, it's okay that they can't even move freely in their own territory. Now in Gaza, it's a little bit different, but they also have security gates built all the way around Gaza. People say it's an open air prison because it very much is. In America, the prisons might look like they're run by the inmates. Like in a normal prison, the staff might have 5% of the prison. They've got, the gate around the prison, they've got their control room, and they got the bars, and they got little causeways between, cell blocks and dorms and whatever. But the majority of the prison is run by the prisoners. That would be where they sleep, where they congregate, where they work. However, the prisoners do not own the prison, even though they have a majority of the land. That's kind of what's happening in Gaza. Because with just 5% of a prison, the ruling class, or the guards, can restrict and keep the prisoners, or the Palestinian people, locked and unable to change or even control their future. They are stuck they are oppressed, they are not truly free. Now that's a little bit to think about. And I'll teach you more about the history of Palestine and Israel, but for now, this is where we're going to stop. How do you feel about that?